Well, Canada, as far as it goes, after moving to Peterborough from Windsor, Ontario, um, not immediately, but later on in life, I learned to be very embarrassed as a white person. Then, especially in recent years, as Trump ran his shenanigans, I felt that embarrassment again. Well, as far as it goes, the white populace definitely owes a thank you to to those with darker skin. And I'm not talking about they're necessarily really dark. They have just a slight shade darker, or various degrees beyond that. And it's not just a thank you that we owe them. There's other factors such as, the stuff that's being discussed here in Canada recently, the retribution that, we can never repay. But those debts have to start being covered because the people that did them, they may have been our forefathers, they may have been our, ancestors. So, no matter how you want to look at it, we have some responsibility there, if not all the responsibility. And then, in the basis of that, with all the stuff that has been done to the other races that we share this world with, I'm talking about we as the white people. As far as it goes, I'm either, in one area of my ancestry, I'm either Bohemian or Austrian or German. Depends where the border is, what year you're researching. As far as I found, though, that a few birth certificates actually said that the ancestors that I found were born in Austria, so I would just figure that the border was in the location that made them Austrian at that point in time, but I'm not sure. Either way, I'm still involved in stuff here. Like, you talk about the native North American population and firewater. Well, I had a great-grandmother. Yeah, one of my great-grandmothers. Her name was Terza. And the thing that she had, well, she had an uncle that was a rum-drinking pirate. So, there's that aspect. Then my middle name is Lewis, my last name is Clark. So not only am I a Lewis and a Clark, but I'm told that the first president of America might be a relative. You can just type in Lewis and Washington on the web, and one of the first, in the first top three, or top three, whatever you want to call it. One of the hits that you will get will be the Washington Ancestry Site, Genealogical Society. I haven't fully gotten back to Washington and my own stuff, but the Washington and Lewis family intermarried over many generations. And the fact that I've already run into one of Washington's future generations marrying into my family leads me to believe that there's a good chance that I'm directly related to George Washington. So, in a lot of instances, especially with the stuff I've learned in recent years, as we became educated, I became very embarrassed to be a white person. So, we have to take responsibility. Well, somebody has to do it. May as well be our generation. A lot is owed, and it's about time it was paid. Because they've given us, the darker skinned population has given us, no, I'm not just talking about African Americans, Jamaicans, and, that group. There's the Hispanic population, the Mexican population, the Native North American population, all kinds. I'm referring to all those groups. Anybody that has darker skin than the white people. But we owe them a lot. And like even the Indians. When I say Indian, I'm not talking about the Native North Americans. Sometimes I say Indian and I don't mean it. I'm actually talking about people from India, right at this point in time. The reason sometimes I say Indian and I don't mean to is because I grew up in this region with Native North Americans around me, so I'm used to saying Indian in that regard, and I use it inappropriately now. So it just slips out sometimes. And then I realize, or somebody brings it to my attention that I'm wrong, so I clean it up when I can. But the thing is in recent years I found out that the Indians have always been here. And I'm talking about the Indians from India. Let's get back to that so we clarify that. Yeah, I know the Native North Americans have always been here. But the Indians from India, they've always been here too. Actually, they've probably been here longer than what we call Canadians. Those dumb white people? Indians are very humble. They come from a rich history. They come from a lot of knowledge. They come from many things that we do not have. So the only reason that Canada has a lot of stuff is because they gave it to us. And it's about time we started giving it back to them. Not just them, though. Everybody that deserves it. Excuse me. The darker, yeah, those people. The darker skinned population has been giving a lot to the white population of Canada. And as we abused them, I have no other term for it, they didn't go completely mental and start killing us. I wouldn't blame them if they had. They freaking should have. Apparently a lot of bad stuff was done by white people. Just learning the history about how they were given diseased blankets. They were traded little baubles for luxury and lucrative items. No, apparently they would be put under the influence of alcohol, so they were easier to negotiate with. Well, in all my learning, or education, or whatever you want to call it, I find that my education was lacking, and I'm not saying that I didn't educate myself. I'm saying that the people that tried to claim to be superior to me and smart and intelligent, educating me, they didn't do a very good job. But in no instance in any of that did I ever hear, was I ever told, or have I ever run into an instance where, we'll just talk about the natives, like the native North Americans. Nowhere does it say that they treated the white populace as bad as the white populace treated them. And it didn't get better in the future. I can't honestly say it's better now. I don't know for sure. On the outside it might seem like it's better, but I don't know. And then there's all those school instances that we're digging up in BC, and who knows where else we're going to run into some. But yeah, we've already run into circumstances, so we know that there's a lot of stuff that has to be made up for. A lot of retribution is owed. And the debt is ours. Well, I can't say, well, that was somebody with darker skin that did that. No, it was somebody with white skin that did that, and we have the history to prove it. It would seem that the people with darker skin were the ones doing the nice stuff. They were helping us, and they're the ones that have given us culture and learning and understanding, and basically the only intelligence that we have. Or maybe we can't actually claim to having that intelligence because they're the ones that brought it. So we have to give them the credit. But either way, a lot is owed by the white populace to those that are not white. And it's about time it was paid.